What is up, YouTube? Today we are here to be showing you guys how to do some basic troubleshooting here with your guys' PlayStation 4. Maybe you're having some performance issues, maybe it's lagging there in the dashboard. You know, all the things that, every so often, maybe your game is, lagging, and, let's say it's a single player game, so, you're, not having to worry as much about the internet. This is the PlayStation 4 Slim model. It's a 500 gig PS4 here, as you guys can see. So the first thing I always tell everybody to do here is here on the back of the PlayStation. On here, it's gotta kind of fix this. Here on the back of your PS4, I tell everybody to do this. Is to unplug the power supply from the back of your PS4, and then you have your HDMI cable. Unplug that guy there, and then of course for anybody that uses an Ethernet cable, you would want to unplug that as well. Blow all of these ports out. Very good. Blow all these ports out right here. All of them. Really good. If there's vents or anything up in here, blow all those out. Do the same thing with both the left and the right side of your PS4. And then again, you would do the same thing up here in the front. So I'm going to go and just pretty much wipe all this down, blow all the vents out, and then blow the back out. I'm going to stop the video here, guys, and we'll be back in just a second. Alright, guys, so what we did was we dusted everything, we blew everything out, back ports, front. It wasn't very dusty. I seen a little bit of dust, but it wasn't very bad. As you guys can see, it's a clean PS4. Okay. Now also leave the system unplugged for an hour. Okay, not that you have to leave your system undone for, an hour. There's maybe two different reasons I'm saying this. One reason is, let's say you've been playing it for a few hours on, let's say GTA or something. Okay, so you're gonna make sure you remove, before you do all this, to make sure you always remove any disk. Make sure you remove all disk if there's any in there before you do all this, and pretty much let the system stay unplugged for an hour. If you've been playing GTA or Battlefield or whatever you were playing for a few hours, two reasons you want to do this. The one reason is you unplug everything, and that drains all of the power out of the system, but you also want to give it some time to also completely cool down. So I say give it a good hour. So unplug all your cables. This drains all the power and everything out of the system, and then let it sit for an hour to make sure your hardware on the inside of your system cools down. Okay? So after you wait an hour, what you're going to do is start by hooking up the your HDMI cable. So grab your HDMI cable. This is actually the one that came with the PS4 here. And you're going to just locate the port on the back of your TV. And the port on the back of the TV, I'll tell you what it's labeled here as soon as I get this plugged in here. So I don't know if you guys are probably not going to be able to see that, but anyway, I can't get it to where you can see it, but the port on the back of your TV is called HDMI DVI, or HDMI DVI, or something like that it's called. You want to plug into that port. It's normally always the first one, and just put some pressure on there, and make sure that guy is plugged in all the way. Then again, PS4 HDMI. I'm gonna pause the video here, guys, because I can't do this while I'm holding my phone and doing this at the same time. So just hook up the HDMI cable and then the power supply, and then plug that in, and then plug it into the wall. And then don't plug anything else into the second wall outlet. So the wall outlet down there, only plug in your PS4. Don't plug in your TV or anything like that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get the system plugged back in. So we're going to pause the video and we'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, so here on the back is power cable and HDMI cable. Make sure this power cable is pushed in very tight and secure. Same thing with the HDMI, tight and secure. Power cable, one thing plugged in. Don't plug anything else in. This just make sure nothing, if you had something else plugged in, you want to plug it directly into a wall outlet and don't plug anything into the second one. Leave it just that outlet just for your PS4. And then again on your TV, make sure that guy is pushed all the way in. Okay. Turn on your TV. Wait for your TV to turn on. This is a nice Samsung TV that we have here. You're just going to come over here to your PS4 here. Okay. PS4 is turning on. Now, do not connect it with an Ethernet cable as of right now. There's an extra step that you guys can take. Let's say your dashboard was lagging for whatever reason. What you do is you boot up the system without an internet connection here. Okay, so you're going to see that the PS4 boots up really well when it's not connected to the internet. So this is an easy way to determine when your dashboard lags. You can see it runs very, very nicely when it's disconnected from the internet. Very, very fast, nice and responsive. Okay, so this is how you can determine if it's your internet. Normally when you connect the PlayStation 4 to the internet, if it's a slow internet connection, it's gonna lag when you try to go back and forward across there. It's probably because it's connected to the internet and it's probably trying to update things. I'm not too for sure, but as you guys can see, it doesn't lag when it's not connected to the internet. Okay, so now you're going to want to take your Ethernet cable. Alright, take your Ethernet cable. This is a Cat 6 cable. Cat 6 is a bit faster. It's got a few extra cables in the cable itself. Now what you want to do is just take this Ethernet cable and plug the Ethernet cable into the back of the PS4. And when we do this, we should connect to the internet. Or it should connect to the internet. If it doesn't, it's going to make you set it up. It looks like it's going to make us set it up. So, oh no, there it goes. Okay, now I have slow internet. There's no doubt about it. I do have slow internet. I'm gonna make a second video for this. So this here is for how to correct basic things to correct a PS4 from having issues. As you guys can see, I do have extremely slow internet, as you guys can see. I just wanted to kind of hold here on this page here, just to show you guys how slow my internet is. But as you can tell, there's nothing wrong with the PlayStation when it's disconnected. It's just when I connect it, This has probably happened to anybody else that has really slow internet. So as you guys can see, it's starting to load up. I do have my internet company coming out tomorrow, but I will go and make a video on the internet that I have, and they're supposed to be replacing my cable outside. So the cable that's outside of my home, they're supposed to be replacing that cable because we're having a lot of issues with that cable. And then they gave me a new modem, which I'm not going to hook up that new modem. But, you know, my area does have slow internet speeds. But you do see that everything does pop up on there. Again, let's see if we can get some lag here. Every so often, if you connect the PS4 to online, especially if you have slow internet connection, the online portion is going to lag unless you have, you know, really fast internet. But there you guys go. You can see that the PlayStation is now working correctly. And, you know, this is, like I said, this is the PS4 Slim. Another good thing to keep your system running correctly as well is to keep it updated. Now, if I go into my settings over here on my PS4, there's a new update that just recently came out. I don't know if I can find it. Oh, hold on. I know where to find it here. Go over to your settings there on your PS4. And then what you want to do is drop down to where it says System Software Update. Click that. Okay. So it says the latest... well, you guys can't exactly see it, but there you go. It says the latest version of the system software is already updated. We went from 4.50 up to the, I believe it's 4.55 now. But it didn't seem like it was one of those updates. It was like one of those updates that it gave you the option to, because I was able to install the update. I had the option to install the update. It didn't. It was just kind of sitting there. It didn't actually start installing until I actually clicked on it. But I was on PlayStation. All this loaded up and everything seemed to be just fine. So we got some lines going on my phone here. But that's pretty much all. That's the basic things to do. If that doesn't fix it, then you're probably going to have to go into safe mode. Those are what I consider safe mode, the advanced options. And just do one initialization on the system and make sure it's a full initialization. Do it once. It takes depending on how much, normally it only takes most people about an hour and a half to do. It just kind of depends on how many games and stuff you have. And it's going to erase everything, and then once it's done, it's going to restart. And then once the system restarts, it's going to make you run through the setup process of, like, it's like buying a brand new system, getting out of the box and hooking it up for the first time. And that will get you back. Just run through those steps. And then what I recommend is go back into safe mode. Well, you don't even have to go into safe mode. You can go in the settings and then scroll all the way down to the bottom. And it'll let you initialize it. And then just click full. Once that runs through it, rerun a second initialization. Do it full a second time. Nothing's going to be on your PS4, but just run it a second time and just give it that nice, good, deep clean. That's what I did with my PS4, and like I said, everything works great on it. So if this video does help you at least doing some of the basic troubleshooting steps, most people should already know how to do this, but this is one way that I ended up doing it. Just do it the way I did, and if that helps you guys out, then you should be good. Again, like I said with my internet, that's my internet modem over there. It's just a basic DSL internet, and we all know DSL internet can be extremely slow. But they did give me a new modem, but there's a bunch of packet loss that I'm having. Tomorrow we have a technician coming out. Apparently he's going to drop us a new line, hopefully, since that's what's caused the... It's a line that's causing the problem, but it's buried in the ground. So hopefully they'll come out tomorrow, replace that, and if they do replace that tomorrow, once the line does get buried, we will go... It's the same exact modem, but it's a brand new one. We'll get all that hooked up, and then hopefully, you know, it's still going to be slow internet, but hopefully it's you know, it will get rid of that packet loss. So guys, like, subscribe, comment if you guys have any questions or need help troubleshooting anymore. I know a lot of people, what they end up having to do is just replacing their system. It seems like as soon as you replace the system, it kind of corrects itself. But you do want to have really good internet. If you guys can get Comcast, get Comcast. Most of their areas offer very good internet, and if you do have Comcast already, make sure you plug in through an Ethernet cable if you guys can. This makes your online gaming really nice and smooth for gameplay and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys for now. Like I said, I know a lot of people probably already know how to do this, but this is kind of a little bit more in depth for you guys. And yeah, if you guys also need any help calibrating your guys' TVs, just let me know. I am very good at you know, when it comes to electronics and calibrating TVs and stuff for you guys. So maybe your games look a little off or something doesn't quite look right. You know, just leave a comment down there. I do plan on checking those every so often. Also add my PlayStation 4 ID. So if you guys want to add me on the PlayStation 4, or if you have any questions or concerns, you know, I can help you guys out. So thanks for watching, guys, and peace.